Good morning, everybody. What a crowd. Glad to see everybody here this morning. It's June 26, 2023 at 9 a.m. I'm going to call regular commissioner court. What we do is at every meeting we have a prayer and a pledge of allegiance.
Support and be with the many people that are out to bear heat and just guide and protect them. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Public comments, you're allowed to speak for 5 minutes. Campaign show, 3087 Third Eye Road, and the subject to be the illegal tire dump. morning. It's 9:01. There you go.
Hello, my name is Randy Schultz. My address is 3057 Verdot Road, Pleasanton. I'm here in regards to an illegal tire dump that caught fire. Judge, I want to thank you for trying to round things up. Finally got a hold of Evergreen. They don't know if they got the money for the test. They don't know what tests they're going to do, and he's going on vacation. So I have no idea what's going on with that whatsoever. If they don't have the money for testing, then I'm right back here even more forceful than I have been. If Texas law would have been followed, we wouldn't have to be wasting time like this. Mr. Gillespie, you shoulder large parts of this responsibility. You need to be writing grant proposals by trying to find some money. Or it comes out of precinct 1, our taxes go up and everybody complains. If this would have been stopped at 500 tires, as the law states, we would not be messing with this deal right now. Come on, let's do something fast. Thank you, Jets.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. Next is Barbara Schultz at 3057 Verdot Road, and again, on the illegal tire dump. Good morning, Ms. Schultz. 9:03 a.m.
Good morning.
What?
My name's Barbara Schultz, and I live on Verdi Road, which is very close to the illegal tire dump that we are still awaiting cleanup on. I just want to remind you that the 5,000 tires and the remains of thousands of more burned out tires are still awaiting removal. I don't want this issue to fall through the cracks on your to-do list, so I am going to continue to remind you that it needs to be done. We thank you for your efforts on getting going on this cleanup, but we are still awaiting resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Schultz. For the audience information, we're not allowed to comment on public comments, so we've had conversations with them. We're working on things, but thank you, Schultz. Appreciate it. Next item is number 4. Myself and Tony Garcia discuss and take appropriate action concerning reading and approving a proclamation declaring July 7th, 2023 as Gregorio Esparza Alamo Defender Day in Atascosa County. And what we have is a proclamation for this group, and I'll read it, and we'll have a picture made with everybody. Whereas Gregorio, a native-born Texan, was the last defender to enter the Alamo during the early days of March 1836 in the siege of the Alamo. He overtook the operations of a cannon on the southeast corner of the Alamo. His brother, Francisco Esparza, was granted permission from Santa Ana to retrieve the body after the battle. Gregorio was the only Alamo defender that was not burned and was given a Christian burial. Gregorio had brought his family into the Alamo compound along with him. They survived the battle and were spared by the conquering army. And whereas Gregorio's family members that were spared are now listed as official non-combatant survivors of the Battle of the Alamo. These survivors were his wife, Ana Salazar Esparza, stepdaughter, Maria de Jesus Castro, his sons, Enrique, Manuel, and Francisco Esparza. Santa Ana gave Ana and the family 2 silver coins and a blanket and were asked to leave. And whereas years later, the Esparza brothers were given land grants and moved to Atascosa County, where they farmed and raised their families. They also established St. Augustine Church, the first Catholic church in the area. At the present time, there are still hundreds of Esparza descendants that call Atascosa County their home. These original families are Esparza, Huizar, Rodriguez, Bonilla, Valdez, and Montez. And whereas Gregorio Esparza fought and sacrificed his life at the Alamo, and therefore now I, Weldon P. Cood, and the Commissioners Court join with the Atascosa County Commissioners to proclaim July 7, 2023, the weekend of Gregorio Ana Esparza reunion. In witness today, the 26th of June 23. Please, I much appreciate y'all very much for this. Get this signed, and if y'all want to come forward for a picture, that'd be fantastic.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. I think it's, if y'all want to come, whatever y'all want to do, but it's normally come behind us here. We might just stay seated, huh?
Yeah.
Give them some room.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it this way.
Why don't you slide this way and give them some room to stand behind us? Hi. How are you? How you doing? I'm good. Oh. Yeah, I think it fits better.
Here you go, Judge.
Okay. Got it, Brandon?
Ready over here, 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna get one right here, guys. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3. We get another one on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, got them?
Good.
All right, thank y'all very much. They get this? Who gets this? All right, there you go. Thank y'all very much for coming.
No.
Simon, behave, man. You're looking good. You look good, but all look. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Sound like you're in school, did it?
Okay, the next item on the agenda, we have Denise Williams with Workforce Solutions. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning A, expanding the agreement with Atascosa County and Workforce Solutions Alamo on the work experience subsidized employment training positions as previously presented individually by Henry Dominguez with Animal Control. Good morning.
Good morning. I am here and also Sylvia Guetta. She's going to speak on the third item. But we have an agreement already with Henry Dominguez. It's for our work experience. It helps adult displaced homemakers or displaced job seekers. And what it is it gives individuals a chance to get some work experience who may have lacked it in the last few years with the ultimate hope of being hired full-time at the end. It's at no cost to the county. Our payroll, we actually handle all of the timekeeping, we handle all of the workers' comp liability, and then ultimately it's just to better the community and the job seekers in the area.
Okay, do we need the action on that part of it?
No, sir, we just need the agreement signed that was sent.
Okay, so.
We can circle back to that though. Yeah, we'll circle back to that.
B, approving the 2023 Summer Learn SEAL Program, an initiative that enables students to gain new skills and explore career opportunities.
Yes, sir. So the SEAL program actually works with youth with disabilities. So there's several of our students in the school systems that participate in it. We already have agreements with other cities and counties. So what we're doing is we get agreements with the employers. They create a position of some type where the students can earn money during the summer. We have a set pay rate that we pay them. And again, the payroll goes through our third party. We handle all of the workers' comp liability. It's just a way to introduce these youth to getting job skills, customer service, being able to do their timekeeping, kind of prepping them for the real world. So very similar, but youth with disabilities.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Next item is C, approving the agreement of the YES program. I guess it's YES program, is that correct? between Workforce Solutions and Atascosa County, Atascosa counties. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sylvia Guerra, and I met with some of y'all last Monday at the workforce. And my program is mostly from ages 16 to 24. We help make our youth in our community more sufficient. We help them with, again, work experience, minor not disability, with kids that are disability. They're more kids that are at risk. We help with GED, we help with tuition assistance, we help with the work experience that we have is all year round. It's not just for the summer. I have about 35 kids right now in work experience in Atascosa County. My main employers are City of Pleasanton, City of Charlotte, City of Poteet, and that's just in Atascosa County. I do have private employers that are in my program also, but what we're trying to do is make our youth become adults. Yes, they are young adults, but they need to be self-sufficient. We try to remove all the barriers. We provide them clothing assistance. We provide them tuition assistance. So say they graduate from high school and they want to go into a vocational program. Welding, we pay for welding. We pay for mechanics, HVAC, plumbing, electrician. Girls want to be in medical assistant, dental assistant, LVN, RN. We pay up to $15,000 in tuition assistance. Yes, there's some kids that are not college bound, but we do help them become self-sufficient and help them reach their goals. We have worked with Precinct 3 before with Judge Crosco previously. We had some agreements with him. So we want to bring back that program to the county. We had it with Judge Hurley also, where we placed some individuals. So that's what we want to do today. We want to help our youth become self-sufficient and reach their goals. Thank you.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen.
If I will, real quick, for the public's knowledge, can you let us know how those kids can reach out to your program?
So they can come to the workforce in Pleasanton at the Coastal Bend College. We're not the Coastal Bend College. We're an entity inside the college, so don't get that confused. They can come and ask for me, or they can ask one of the ladies there, and they'll refer them to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I do reach out to the schools. I'm partners with all the counselors there. So if the kids wanted to go through the schools, we do in-school and out-of-school youth.
And the ages are from 16 to
Yeah.
24?
So if they're an in-school youth, which they're still in high school or middle school, it's from 14 to 24. And if they're an out-of-school youth where either they're dropped out or they're graduated from high school already, it's 16 to 24. That's my age group right there.
Thank you.
Denise wants to
Sorry,
say.
Denise.
And just to circle back, just in case, but with the youth program that we have, the individuals with disabilities, those youth are 16 to 22. It's through a vocational rehab. Again, any of these programs, you can go to the Workforce Solutions office. The vocational rehab also works with adults. This just happens to be youth. So it's with helping any individual with a disability, be it a learning disability, a hearing disability, any of those, again, to help them overcome barriers so they can help with the hearing aids and different things like that. And then with our work experience, it's with the adults. So it picks up from 18 and older, and that can help individuals that are on unemployment, a displaced homemaker, a stay-at-home mom that's recently gone through a divorce. It can help different individuals like that to, again, get the vocational training and everything they need to overcome barriers to get back to work and support their family.
So what you're saying is there's no excuses.
There are no excuses.
Move for approval.
No, we can all pay for
We've already
training
got it,
and
right?
everything. Yes.
Okay, is there further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you all.
Next item, number 6, Blake Slayton. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning record shredding using Marshall Shredding as the vendor with an estimated total cost of $3,635, estimated at 60 hours of records to be destroyed, 60 bins of records to be destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Slayton.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Judge. So I got in touch with Marshall Shredding, who we have used before for the county to shred all of the non-elected officials' documents. Right now in the record storage facility, we have about 600 boxes of records to be destroyed. I've sent out emails to the other department heads just to make sure that they don't have any additional boxes. I have only heard from the county attorney's office so far. So basing the estimate off of that 600 boxes, it's going to cost us about $3,635 to do the shredding. That may increase if we get an exponential amount of boxes between now and then. I should be able to set the shred date up for next week sometime. So that's what we have so far.
Okay, is Marshall set up as a vendor already?
Yes, sir. They're set up as a vendor already.
Is there a motion? Motion made by Commissioner Pettis. Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you,
Thank
Mr. Layton. Next is Loretta Holly. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning approving tax collection contract between Atascosa County and Municipal Utility District MUD Number 1. Good morning, Ms. Holly.
Yes, it's just a standard contract for collections. Attorney's office has approved it.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. Next is number 8, Henry Dominguez. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Jose L. Hernandez, position Kennel Tech, pay rate Tier 3 at $35,991.69. Salary budget area 012-478-404. Drug test and physical are pending. Start date would be July 1, 2023. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Judge, I'd like to table that one.
Okay,
That gentleman decided not to.
we're going to table it right now? Okay.
Yes, sir. So we're going to table that one.
So
But I still want to do the
next meeting or
second
down the
one.
road? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we're no action on this one?
There'd be no action, no, sir.
Okay. Then next, how about the next employee? We're still-
Yes, sir. We're still good on that
Okay,
one.
new employee, Valerie D. Wilson, part-time receptionist, $12 an hour. Salary budget area is 012-478-406. Drug test physicals completed. Start date would be June 26, 2023.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
This is the position that was approved for this fiscal year. It is a budgeted position, and I just want to hire this person for this position as a part-time receptionist. Starting today, she has passed her drug test and her physical.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Dominguez. Number 9, Tim Gutierrez, existing employee, Selena Huerta, juvenile probation officer 2, tier 2, pay rate $48,400 annually at $4,034 monthly. Salary budget area is 039-400-562. Drug test physical already completed, current employee, start date July 1. Good morning, Mr. Gutierrez.
Good morning, gentlemen. Just wanted to go ahead and talk about the existing employee. We have a couple of positions open for the JSO2 spots. We are looking at other candidates currently, but this is one of the employees that we've already gone through a series of trainings, had them on the floor, supervisory, everything of the sorts and stuff. And we've all kind of had a collective understanding that this is going to be the first one that we want as a JSO2.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Next item is existing employee Jace Garrett Allen, position LPC program, post-program director, pay rate $70,000 annually. That's $58,3340 monthly. Salary budget area is 139-400-402. Drug test physical not applicable. Current employee. Start date July 1, 2023. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. When it comes to this, he was the assistant post director. He recently got an upgrade in his license as an LPC, so he will be the sole director and supervisor when it comes to the post program.
I hear good things about Mr. Allen and some stuff over there.
He's been doing
He's
very well.
completed all those education hours. Motion made by Commissioner Pettis, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Keep up the
Appreciate
good
it.
work.
Thank you.
Number 10, Brittany Van Kuren, What we have is, 4 public hearings. We're gonna address all at the same time as we name off each item. So, discuss or take appropriate action. A, conduct a public hearing concerning closing Medina Street, blocks 100 through 199 in Campbellton Precinct 4. Discuss or take appropriate action. Conduct a public hearing concerning closing Nueces Street, blocks 52 through 149 in Campbellton. E, conduct a public hearing concerning closing St. James Avenue, blocks 400 through 599 in Campbellton Precinct 4. G, conduct a public hearing concerning closing St. Francis Avenue, blocks 500 through 599 in Campbellton Precinct 4. Okay, the public hearing is now open on all 4 items.
Just to clarify, St. James Avenue is block 500 through 599.
Oh, okay, so
Yes,
there's
sir.
5 public hearings.
No, sir. E St. James Avenue.
I apologize.
Yes, sir. 500 to 599.
You're correct.
Yes, sir.
That's correct, I'm sorry. Public hearing is now open. Does anybody wish to speak on these items? Anybody wish to speak? Okay, we'll take each item separately on a vote, on a motion. B, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of closing Medina Street, blocks 100 through 199, Campbellton Precinct 4.
Good morning. You guys each have, you should have anyways, a copy of the exhibit in your folders there. Essentially what has happened is one gentleman or couple, I guess rather, has purchased 4, actually I guess it's 8 blocks in Campbellton. So they're just requesting the, yes,
One second.
yes, sir.
Your Honor, you need to close the hearing.
Oh, they closed the hearing on all? Okay, I apologize, you're right. I apologize. Right now, we will close the public hearing on all 4 items, and we'll take action on B, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of closing Medina Streets, blocks 100 through 199 as presented.
Thank you.
So the exhibit that you have shows the roads that we're closing, and essentially we're just, they're not developed roads, it's nothing there, they're just platted roads that we're closing to give him full access to his property.
Make the motion. Motion made by Commissioner Riley to close Medina Street, blocks 100 through 199.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. The next item is D, discuss, take appropriate action concerning approving closing Nueces Street, blocks 52 to 149 in Campbellton.
Yes, sir. Same
thing.
Yes, sir. All 4 of these, just they either border his property or run right through the middle of it. Notice has been posted, it's been posted here, it's everything that has been done that needed to be done.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Item F, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of closing St. James Avenue, blocks 500 through 599 in Campbellton Precinct 4. Same thing?
Yes, sir.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item H, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of closing St. Francis Avenue, blocks 500 through 599 in Campbellton, Precinct 4.
Same
Same
story.
thing?
Yes, sir.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Okay, I think we've got that done, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 11, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning A, conduct a public hearing concerning the replat of Lot 65, the River Oak Subdivision, Unit 1, Precinct 3. Public hearing is now open.
Yes, sir. So this is a tract in Precinct 3, right off of Galindo Lane in the River Oak subdivision, and they are taking 10 acres and, I'm sorry, it's a little more than 10 acres, and they are dividing it into 3 smaller lots.
Anybody wish to speak on this item? Anybody wish to speak on this item? Okay, the public hearing is closed. And Discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of replat of lot 65 in the River Oaks subdivision, Unit 1, Precinct 3.
Yes, sir. This has met all the requirements of my office, and Rakowitz is here if you guys have any questions.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you. Number 12, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of the amendment to the replat of Clears Lake Ranch subdivision, Unit 3, Lot 18 in Precinct 2.
Yes, sir. So we did this subdivision a few weeks ago with Phil Essex, and they've come to realize that there was a telephone easement that was on the plat that you guys approved that is actually not supposed to be there. So this is just amending to remove that telephone easement from the plat.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item 13, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning adopting the changes to the Respect Company LLC contract authorizing the county judge to sign. Ms. Van Kuren.
Yes, sir. So we have contracts with 3 different engineering firms that I use, and honestly, the county uses for different projects. Respec is one that I like to use when I have a lot of drainage or floodplain on a plat because they are extremely knowledgeable in this. So their contract with us is still good. They're just asking that we update it with their corrected name. Their name has changed in the last 5 years or however long it's been since this has been updated, and their fee schedule has changed as well. So they're just asking for an amendment to the existing agreement that they have with us.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion?
There's no money involved with right now? We're
No,
not
sir.
having to
No, they
pay them nothing to-
they only get paid when I contract them to do a project. That's all this is. Or anyone in the county contracts them to do a project.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item 14, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning adopting an updated official county road list complete with all county road miles. The mileage is as follows. Precinct 1, 145.95 road miles. Precinct 2, 113.36 road miles. Precinct 3, 286.17 road miles. Precinct 4, 217.20 road miles, for a total of 762.68 road miles in the county. Ms. Van Kuren.
Yes, sir. So in each of your packets, you should have the road miles for your precinct and then a copy of the entire road list for the entire county. These are only county roads. These are not private roads. These are not state maintained roads. These are only roads that are maintained by the county, and they are broken out by each individual precinct. I have gone through and triple and quadruple checked everything. I have spoken with each one of you to make sure I'm not missing anything from your side. But this will be the new adopted road list for county roads in the county. Obviously, this will shift a little as we continue to add subdivisions or what have you moving forward. And as always, there is absolutely a margin of error because I am human, but I have tried, to do everything as accurately as possible and double and triple check myself along the way.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Let me add something to that. Years ago, when we would submit a plat and a plat was accepted, the road miles at that point were entered into each commissioner's precinct. At that point, it was, and the mileage was changed and it was put in the minutes at that point. So I think every time we complete a plat, if it's 1.6 miles, we can make sure and add that number to the subdivision.
So when a plat is done and the road is going to be accepted by the county, there's actually a 2-year window that we hold onto the construction bond. So I think in that instance, whenever we release that construction bond, at that point, that's when we officially adopt it as a county road and put it into the miles and minutes at that point, because until that point, it's not a county road. It's not
a county road until it's accepted by the bond?
Until we release the bond, because we have no maintenance responsibility on that.
Accepted. The bond is just to make sure that the road is completed to standards and under warranty. That has nothing to do with the county road. It needs to be, at the time the plat's adapted, it needs to be entered into the road mileage. The bond is only approves, tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Brown.
So,
It's just an insurance policy. Yeah, it.
understood. Okay,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the bond all it is warranty that road
sure.
for the maintenance of it. The road itself is once the plat's adopted, the commissioner accepts the subject, then it's a county road.
Okay. Sure.
And so something else also we used to do the first of every year, we used to bring back the first meeting of the year and say,
Okay.
this is the mileage that's accepted at that point. That way, on the first meeting, which we can always find that in the minutes every time we go back to.
Perfect. Yes, sir.
I appreciate all the work you put into this. It's we're struggling. This number is going to change dramatically over the next 3 to 5 years. You see coming.
I've had 10 large subdivisions hit my office this month alone, so they're coming.
Thank you, Ms. Van
Thank
Kuren.
you.
Good job. Number 15, Laura Pavelic, discuss or take appropriate action concerning updating Atascosa County investment policy, review date, and relevant resolutions. A, request adoption of resolution for Atascosa County investment policy.
Good morning. I'm required every year to do this. There have been no changes made since last year. The county funds being, our general statement is the county funds be invested in accordance with federal and state laws. This investment policy and written administration procedures, the county will invest according to investment strategies for each fund as herein established in this document per section 2256, which is the public funds investment. Nothing has changed, and so but I have to do it every year, and then I will send out copies of this to Texpool and the banks, and then anybody else that might want to do business with us. So the first thing that I need you to do is to adopt the resolution for the investment policy itself.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Item B, request adoption of resolution to designate the county treasurer, the investment officer, and the county auditor as the alternate county investment officer.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item C, request adoption of resolution to designate members of the County Investment Committee. Ms. Pavelic.
On this one, we have, I first want to stress the county has plenty of money, but we don't really have discretionary money to have to hire a stockbroker, and therefore we don't have to have it. The law doesn't state that we have to have investment meetings. I call an investment meeting when we really need to discuss where we're going to invest. And right now, where we're invested is pretty stable. In the future, as we need these policies, then I will come back to the court and ask that we adopt a citizen from the community. Hold on just a second. So I can tell you exactly how it reads. Designates the members of the County Investment Committee to be the county treasurer, who will be the chairman, county auditor, a county commissioner, who we would name when I bring it back, county judge, and an Atascosa County citizen to serve as directed by the Commissioner's Court. We have done this before, and we really didn't have, we didn't have to have a meeting. So what I propose is that in the future, as we need these meetings, I will come back to court and ask that these people be designated to include the auditor, myself, and the judge, and that we would move forward at that point. So I ask that you approve this as written.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Pavelic. Number 16, Sheriff Soward. Good morning. Both these are identical, aren't they, Sheriff?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. So discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel. Employee Garrett Lee Baker and J.C. Blue Nielsen. Position be corrections officer, pay rate tier 3, 44,217 annually, 171 fluctuating, 120-month uniform allowance, 150-month holiday pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation. Salary budget area is 012-442-562. Drug test, physical are pending on both, and the start date is June the 27th, 2023. Sheriff?
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Hiring Garrett Baker and J.C. Nielsen as correction officers, starting at Tier 3 salary, with the benefits listed on the agenda. Physical and drug tests have been taken. The start date is June 27th, 2023.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? Sheriff, your tier rate is 321, right? And then, if I'm not mistaken, yours is 123. So we're going to swap theirs to fit yours. We've talked about that, so I'm going to qualify.
When it started,
And
it was a 321. I don't know how that got that way.
we're going to fix it. So, all right. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Next item, Commissioner Gillespie, discuss to take appropriate action concerning McCoy Water Corporation Road at 38 Vernon Road for Edward Annual. Commissioner Gillespie.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been to location. I've done my inspections. It looks good to me, so I move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Number 18, Commissioner Pettis. Discuss to take appropriate action regarding a temporary 4-inch flat water line permit for Select Energy Services. The permit is being requested approximately 5.8 miles south of Texas Highway 97 on County Road 347. The flat water line will enter County Road 347 on the east side through a culvert onto the west side of County Road 347 for approximately 1,355 feet. Rock and CH Services wrote a check for $500. Check number 1131 has been turned over to the county treasurer. Commissioner Pettis.
Thank you, Judge. Select Energy has requested a flat line permit, and it will be for 1,355 feet. And there was a check written for $500 turned over to the Atascosa County Treasurer. I recommend approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Okay, the next item we have is myself discuss to take appropriate action to approve changes to the sick leave cap in Atascosa County Personnel Manual effective July 1. What we're doing, we're changing the sick leave cap, as we discussed earlier, from 480 to 360.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item B, discuss take appropriate action to approve the changes to the vacation buyback policy, Atascosa County Personnel Manual effective July 1. We're just making clarification on this. It's formally labeled as longevity pay. And if you have Laura and Tracy have approved this, and it's a pretty simple deal.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Item C, discuss to take appropriate action to approve adding the employees' personnel use of social media policy to the Atascosa County Personnel Manual effective July 1, 2023. Basically, what this does is hold employees accountable for the social media activity and do not post on county time. We've got some issues going on. We need to make sure this is clarified.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. I'm sorry. Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Passed unanimously. Y'all look alike anyway. Item D, discuss and take appropriate action to approve updating the time and attendance policy in the Atascosa County Personnel Manual that would create an exempt status for election administrator effective July 1. What we're doing is we should have included her initially in that position because the hours are so irregular and so many different issues, and we just updated the policy.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. And item E, discuss and take appropriate action to approve changes to the workforce hours policy and add to the Atascosa County Personnel Manual effective July 1. This includes the language on the Juvenile Center as a department that operates 24/7. Motion made by Commissioner Pettis.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Discuss, item 20, discuss and take appropriate action concerning renewing the Atascosa County Group Health Insurance Plan with Texas Association of Counties and authorize Judge Weldon Koo to sign the renewal agreement. Ms. Barrera?
If you look at this, is where we're currently at. So I broke it down, our current rate, which is when it says 1,000 plan, that means it's a $1,000 deductible. So this is where we're at currently. This is our current plan rate, what the employer pays, what the employee pays, and what the county is actually supplementing for these buckets. So basically, then you'll see that the next column is your employer extra amount, and then your employer total amount. So I kind of wanted to give us a baseline of where we're currently at, and then move on. So as you saw with the paperwork that was handed out, there is changes regardless of which direction we go. So moving down to the next one, the renewal rates, which means we're going to keep the plan exactly like it is if we choose to go that route. So the renewal rates have increased, was it 4.5%? So if you look at your renewal rates, and this is if we leave the employees' portion of what they pay the same, then as you go on out, you can see that it's going to cost the county, the very last line there is basically the difference between where we're currently at and where would be if we selected this plan. So the county out of pocket would be an additional $293,000. So moving down to the next one is a option. TAC gave us 3 different options besides the original rate of the $1,000 deductible. So if we move to a renewal rate of $1,500 deductible, then our rates go down slightly. The third option there is if you don't change anything with the employees portion, and it'll end up costing us an additional $74,449. Now, last year, employees took on an additional amount of what their responsibility is. The county has always supplemented anybody that has employee and children, employee and spouse, and employee and family. County pays 100% for employee only. So the others, the county pays a little bit and the employee pays a portion. Employees were notified last year that this is going to go away and we're going to phase it out. So last year they took on a little more responsibility. This year they'll take on a little more of the cost. And so if you look at the very last option, it's renewing with a $1,500 deductible. All other options stay the same. So if the county portion changes and shifts some of that over to the employees, as you see under the employee pay, the first 3 are exactly the same. The last one, they take on an additional amount. And then the employer's portion of that supplement goes down. So basically it'll save the county $83,000 and the overall increase would be $74,000. So it would basically put us in a plus situation. Any questions?
With the reviews that you've put into this, do you have a recommendation that you would see
You're looking at item 3 or item 4, basically, in your approval.
Basically, it would be at 3 or 4. Again, employees were notified last year that, so it's
Correct.
not like we're springing it on them. So, well, that,
We were hit with an initial 7.5%, 7.4% increase, 7.1% increase, and we're able to negotiate, not negotiate, we're able to convince them to come to 5%. They don't negotiate according to them. But their underwriter, that guy's pretty good, y'all. He went out above and beyond to help us get these numbers where we could live with them. And I think if we're going to phase into it, we're going to have to give the employee the chance to work through it. To talk budget a little bit right now, we are looking at some salary adjustments this year, so it probably won't hit as bad on this, if we can make the things work. But it's going to be up to y'all on the plan number 3 or plan number 4. 1 and 2 are, in my opinion, that they just don't, the numbers don't work with us with our increase.
it'd be a big hit
It
to
would
our
be a big-
budget.
That's right. So I suggest either 3 or 4, either way, we could make work on the numbers. Is that correct?
Yes, and basically if someone has employee plus the children, theirs is going to increase roughly $46. So if it's employee and spouse, it's going to increase, just looking at this, roughly $65. And if it's employee and the entire family, that's going to increase about 110
Yeah.
approximately. That would be monthly.
Monthly.
So I would speak up and say, I'll make a suggestion. I don't know, we can still got to vote on it, but if we're wanting to go into it kind of light and easy on them, going up on the deductible of $1,500 would be already an above what they're paying currently if we left the employee pay the same. We could still go up on the employee pay where they pay more, which would be item 4, but then they're paying more on their deductible plus more of their out-of-pocket every month.
We're one of the only few counties that have a $1,000 deductible. Everybody else is either $1,500 or $2,500.
Right.
And I suggest that's the least hit.
Right.
So again, item 3 or 4 would be what we're looking at either way.
Right.
Well, the example I used in that is if you've got 2 employees, one's got no kids, no family, no spouse and everything, and the other one over here with a wife and 2 kids, and they're doing the same job, same thing. You're subsidizing this one. It's not fair. It's not across the board. It's not fair to the other.
Exactly.
So, I mean, and I believe you're going to have health insurance. And I believe that, but we got to be fair to what the responsibility is of that person. So I think either 3 or 4, and I'm good with either one.
I would recommend 3 or 4. Financially, as far as budget's concerned, those.
The thing about if we go with 3 now, depends on what next year, what 4 is going to hit like. We can make either number work. On the proposed budget that the auditor and I are working on, is that correct on that?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking pennies difference in the 2. It takes a little bit less hit on 3 than 4, but I'm good with either one.
It's ultimately y'all's decision. Anybody have any more questions, concerns? Consensus?
You want talk
You
on
know,
that? Or?
just looking at it, like you said, and I know we're trying to adjust this for the future. You know, healthcare is a big issue.
Yes, sir.
And it's a big issue for our county employees too. But, you know, just looking at it, Plan 3 probably be the least for them this year. And then, like you said, we're going to look at some things for the future. But 3 to me looks like it'd be the least hit. And then we can look at that going into the next year and see where we're at. But you know, it's challenging always with healthcare and these things. It would probably be the least hit would be package number 3 right now.
You want to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Bowen suggests, makes a motion on plan renewal rates at 1,500 deductible with the phase-in on Plan 3.
Second.
Motion made by Bowen, seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. I think it's a good deal overall. I think we can make the numbers work based on that. It's not quite a big a hit, but it still phases into that. Thank you. Thank you for the work on this. Okay, I think we've completed the regular session part. We're going to executive session. At this time, it is 9:52 a.m. Convene into executive session. It is 10:17 a.m., again on June 26, 2023. We're reconvened back into open session from executive session. No action was taken. Item on the agenda is number 23, discuss or take appropriate action concerning items discussed in executive session.
Your Honor, I make a motion to cancel the Atascosa County contract number 2022-001, State of Texas, Chapter 381, Economic Development Agreement with Shared Vision, Inc. for non-compliance, and instruct the county attorney's office to send a letter to Shared Vision, Inc. formally canceling the contract because it's certificate of occupancy not obtained in the time allotted.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen, seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Any other action?
Or any other disability at one meeting.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? That motion passes unanimously. Is there any other items to be discussed or action to be taken on in the executive session? Being none others, we go to item number 24. Myself and Tracy Barrera discuss, review, and take action to accept and approve any invoices and payroll. Okay, is there a motion?
Move approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis to approve, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion passes unanimously. Number 25, discuss, review, and take action on any reports submitted. Is there any reports today? Okay, all reports are in.
Move approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis to accept reports.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimous. Okay, any comments from commissioners? Nothing? Okay, the South Texas Judges Commissioners Conference convenes this afternoon in San Antonio, and I believe all of us are going to be attending. Is that correct? So we'll be up there. I think it finishes up Thursday afternoon. So if you have any questions, anybody can catch us or come by the office or get on the cell phone. Budget workshop, hopefully all budget requests are in or should be in today at the latest, and we can get stuff moving forward. I'm planning to schedule a budget workshop sometime in July. I hope to have a preliminary stuff put together and make it move forward from there. Is there anything else to discuss today? Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you.